Greetings, Love Posse. Today's conversation. This is not my country, nor is it yours. This is not my country, nor is it yours. Wherever you are on the planet, Canada, England, Germany, Switzerland, it is not your country. A country is a construct. A construct was created by society through agreement, codified through usage and language. An idea, a concept, a theory, an abstract created by society. Therefore, it cannot be yours. You cannot have ownership of it. You know, many indigenous people, native to the United States, Aboriginal people, Peru, the Amazon, all over the world, many of them believe that you cannot own land. So the notion of identifying with, being attached to an abstract, a concept, an idea, land, is not evolved. It doesn't come from an evolved mindset. You're on this spiritual path. Start thinking about these things you are attached to, you have a belief about, you identify with. Country. Why am I talking about this? I go on social media, YouTube in particular, Facebook, and people are constantly saying things like, this is my country, what happened to my country, look at our country. You know, it's mine. We were here first. We built this country, therefore it's our country. These people sound unevolved, unconscious, because they do not understand that what we call a country, the United States, Germany, Canada, so on and so forth, is simply an abstract idea, concept, theory of something that we've just all agreed to be real for a purpose of saying we live there or it's there on a map. This is where we are. But what I'm trying to impart to you is it's not yours. It's not mine. It doesn't belong to any of us. It just came out of the ether. And we made sense of what we didn't understand by creating this idea and making it real through language and usage, through societal agreement. But we've identified with it, staked claim to it, created borders around it to protect something that is not real, that's artificial, that's made up. I don't know what else I can say, what else I can say to help you to understand. So many people are bound by these constructs, like race. And it is a barrier, a block, a wall, an obstacle to our personal and spiritual growth, to our evolution, to our expansion as spiritual beings. We have to start paying attention to what we're feeding our mind, what we have in our consciousness. Stop holding on to and being attached to things that are not real. Yes, real and not real. You see, when we can start questioning and seeing things as they are, that is not that. Maybe it will help us to move beyond these constructs that are creating division and hatred and holding us back from our evolutionary growth. People are divisive when it comes to country, our country versus your country. We go to war as countries. We are all spiritual beings having this human experience. We are connected through our divinity. And yet we allow these arbitrary constructs, ideas, concepts, artificial things like country, parties, race, to separate us. And we create the separation. It's not natural. So that's the message today. I think it's ridiculous. My country, this is my country, and this country versus that country, and in my country we do this. You see how foolish and unevolved it is. Holding on and being attached to an idea of something that we created for a purpose because we didn't understand, because we wanted to create all these borders and separation and competition. It hasn't worked out. It hasn't worked out. So we must stop. We must evolve. We're all on this one planet. Planet is a concept, but we're all on this one body of earth, land, for lack of other terminology, because we don't know. So we've created these constructs for a purpose, so we can identify things. You have to hold both. You have to hold the real and the unreal. That's the way of the spiritual. That's the way of consciousness. You have to be able to hold both and not lose your mind, whatever that means. This is not my country, nor is it yours. We are travelers here. We are visitors here. We've created all these constructs, these ideas and theories and concepts and abstract to make sense of what we don't understand. Thank you for your time, Love Posse. Peace and love to and for all sentient beings.